We begin today with the bohemian look. Feathers, stones, and organic elements are not just for the New Age group. The key words to describe this look are organic, natural, and haute hippie. To start us out, take a look at this organic collector's necklace. It shows off some of my favorite treasures. These beads are just gorgeous examples from your stash or my stash. Everybody has some special beads that you could highlight here at the front. And putting the clasp in front also brings that piece into your design. So why hide it in the back when you can bring it right into the front? And this necklace uses two key techniques that you'll be seeing throughout this season of Beads, Baubles, and Jewels. First, we're going to start out with crimping. So to begin making this necklace, what you'll need to do is cut about 24 inches of beading wire. And you could use 19 or 49 strand. 49 strand will give you the most flexibility. So what I've done here is put 14 seed beads onto the wire. And this is just going to give a little more decorative look to the loop that will attach at the front. And in case you haven't done crimping before, there's no need to be intimidated. There's a special tool that you use, and you can use it to squeeze crimp beads or crimp tubes. So I'll pick up my little bead, and these are cylindrical seed beads. You could also use rounds or other small beads at the front of your necklace. So what you'll do is just slide it so that it makes a little loop. And then you'll need your crimping tool. Now the crimping tool has an outer jaw and an inner jaw, and you're going to use the outer jaws to make an oval shape. So you just squeeze that crimp bead gently and make sure your seed beads are out of the way. Then you're going to use the inner jaws to squeeze it gently again, and that's going to give you a little crease. Then you're going to turn it and put it in the outer jaws and squeeze it to gently round it. And that will give you that folded effect. Now, if you take a look at the finished necklace, you can see that decorative loop on the end with the crimp bead. And your pattern is the faceted glass bead and then seed bead, alternating all the way to the other end. On the other end, you'll do the same technique. So you'll take your beading wire, pass it through the crimp. And if you hold the crimp like this, the wire between your fingers, it gives you a really easy access to the crimp. Then you can slide it together, and then you'll just crimp again. And you can leave a little bit of play here if you want a little bit of the wire to show, or you can cinch it up. You'll come in with your crimping tool and squeeze this. Now you want to be sure that you move those seed beads out of the way so that you don't accidentally catch a seed bead in your tool. Then you turn and fold that. So that gives you a nice decorative loop. You can trim your extra wire, and then you'll pick up this beaded strand and the chain inside the jump ring. And you can use flat nose or chain nose pliers to make it a little bit easier to pick these up. And you always turn a jump ring to the side to open it. So you slide both of those pieces on and then put them onto the clasp. And you can turn this closed with 2 pairs of pliers are a good idea here. And I'll just grab my chain nose, and I have a flat nose on the other side, and then close it. So this is going to be at the front of your design, and that oversized clasp is a really nice focal piece too. So when you're ready to add your stash pieces, these collector beads that you've gotten, you can use a head pin at the bottom. And a head pin has a flat end here, and then there's this large, beautiful pearl, and then we'll make a round loop. And to make a wrapped loop, you hold this loop inside of flat nose or chain nose pliers, and then wrap this end around the base of the loop. So you're basically covering the wire stem between the loop and the bead. And this adds more durability, it makes it more secure, and it also adds a little bit of a decorative look. So then you'll trim that piece off, and you could add another bead here. This is really your preference, and we'll have the complete instructions online. And then you bend the pin. This is an eye pin, so you can see the difference. I have a loop here at the bottom instead of a flat end. And then I'll make another loop. And for this one, we'll just make a basic loop to give you an idea of how these are different. You trim this off, and then to connect them, of course, you open it like a jump ring and hook them together. And you can make a collection following the pattern, or you can create your own collection based on your own style. So if you take a look one more time at the finished necklace here, You can see the beads here at the front, and it's basically a collection that are connected at the clasp with a jump ring. So that gives you a little bit of a taste of how to get started on this necklace. Now for a couple of variations, the red necklace and the other piece in black and shades of metallics, those are both some really fun styles that you can try.